It's really cool this afternoon. Sitting in the park is such a great idea. It feels like all the day's stress just melts away.
Yeah, exactly. I've always thought an afternoon in the park is like medicine for the soul. You don't need to do anything. Just sit, watch the sky, and listen to the rustling leaves to feel at peace.
I often wonder, why do people always chase joy in fancy places? When just sitting here, taking a deep breath, watching people stroll by, it's enough to feel happy.
I agree. Happiness isn't always something grand. It's about appreciating the little things. Like for me, I love watching kids run around. It reminds me of my childhood.
Your childhood must have been pretty wild, huh?
Wilder than you'd think. My mom used to scold me all the time because I'd be out playing soccer on the street and forget to eat dinner. Some days I'd come home covered in mud and get punished by standing in the corner.
Sounds just like those boys over there, always laughing and shouting, not caring about getting dirty. Childhood really is the most carefree time.
Exactly. But you know, as an adult, sometimes I wish I could go back to those moments. Just a ball and an open field were enough for a whole day of fun.
Same here. When I was little, I loved sitting under a tree in our yard, reading comics. Sometimes when it rained, I'd run out to catch the drops. Looking back, I realize how carefree I was.
That's why we have the Sophia of today, someone who still smiles and keeps a bit of that childlike spirit.
Are you complimenting me or teasing me?
It's a genuine compliment. Adults can be too serious sometimes, but you know how to hold on to joy. I think that's a precious gift.
Thanks, David. But sometimes I feel stressed too, especially when work piles up. That's when I escape to the park, like today.
The park really is a sanctuary. I like to go for a run every afternoon. It's exercise, but it also frees my mind from all the numbers and dry reports.
How long do you run each day?
About 30 minutes to an hour. Some days, I jog around the lake, listening to music and relaxing. Then I sit down, watch the sunset, and honestly, in those moments, I feel richer than any amount of money could make me.
I love the way you see life. It's simple but profound.
Honestly, I learned that from a lot of failures. There was a time I thought making tons of money would bring happiness. But I realized if your heart isn't at peace, no amount of money is enough.
I get it. It's like how some people go on luxurious vacations but don't feel as happy as someone sitting here by the lake.
Exactly. It's all about where your heart is.
Talking to you always makes me realize simple but valuable things.
That's because you know how to listen. Sometimes happiness is just having someone to sit with and share these little things.
Do you ever get tired of the fast pace of city life?
All the time. Sometimes I feel like a machine waking up, diving into work, then coming home exhausted. That's why I need afternoons in the park like this.
Same here. Sometimes I feel like I'm running so fast I don't even know where I'm going. Like I'm on a treadmill, always rushing but getting nowhere.
You're describing modern life perfectly. People think they're moving forward, but they're just going in circles.
So how do you break out of that cycle?
I've learned to pause. For example, every day, I set aside at least 15 minutes to just sit quietly, no phone, no laptop, just breathing and observing. It sounds easy, but it's actually really hard at first. Over time, though, it helps me see what I truly want.
Like meditation?
Sort of, but I don't call it meditation, I call it dating myself.
Dating yourself? That's a new one, but I like it.
Try it. Schedule a date with yourself, sit in the park or some quiet corner, then ask yourself, what do I really want? Am I living the way I want to?
Sounds simple, but I bet it's tough.
At first, your mind will be full of noise, but if you're patient, you'll start hearing your heart's true voice.
You might be right. Lately, I feel like social media controls me too much. I open my phone and get sucked into endless news and comparisons with others.
You know, comparison is the thief of joy. If you keep looking at other people's lives, you'll always feel like you're missing something.
I tell myself that too, but it's hard, especially when I see friends posting about their successes, and
And you're here, having a wonderful afternoon in this park, talking and laughing. Don't you think that's a kind of success too?
I never thought of it that way.
Success isn't always fame or money. Sometimes it's just being able to enjoy the moment and keep your heart light. That's already a win.
Listening to you, I feel like some kind of pressure has been lifted off me.
That's why I say afternoons in the park are healing.
Honestly, do you ever get bored of exercising? I can only stay motivated for a few days before giving up.
I used to be like that too, but I found a trick. Turn it into a habit instead of a chore.
What's the difference?
If you see exercise as a chore, it feels forced. But if you make it part of your life, like brushing your teeth every morning, it becomes natural to keep up.
Sounds simple, but I bet it's hard to do.
I agree. So I started small. Instead of running 5 kilometers right away, I began with 10-minute walks each day. Once it became a habit, my body started craving more.
Maybe I should start by walking around this lake every afternoon.
Perfect. If you want, I'll join you. Walking and talking like today might make it a lot easier.
Deal. You know, walking like this, moving and chatting, makes time fly by.
Yup, it's like exercise for both the body and the soul.
I think if we could spend an afternoon walking and talking every day, life would feel so much more balanced.
I think you just found your own secret to happiness.
Hey, David. I'm curious. What did you dream of being when you were little?
When I was a kid, I dreamed of being a pilot. I wanted to soar through the sky and see the world from above.
Really? I thought you'd say you wanted to be a soccer player.
Oh, I love soccer too. But every time I saw a plane fly overhead, I imagined myself in the cockpit, looking all cool in a pilot's uniform.
For me, it was different. I dreamed of being an artist. I'd draw all sorts of things, and my house was covered with my sketches. My parents were both annoyed and amused.
Childhood dreams are always so pure and innocent. But growing up, reality sweeps us away.
Yeah, sometimes I feel a bit sad about it. Now that I think back, I don't draw anymore. I'm just buried in work and computers.
But you can still draw, you know. Who says only kids get to dream?
I'm afraid I've lost the inspiration.
Inspiration is like a fire. If you nurture it, it'll burn again. Try taking an afternoon, bringing some colored pencils to the park, and drawing whatever you see. That spark might just reignite.
You always know how to encourage people.
I just want to see you happy. That's all.
So, do you have any new dreams now?
I do. I dream of opening a small coffee shop one day, near a park like this, serving coffee in the daytime, playing soft music in the afternoon, where people can read books or just enjoy the view.
That's such a great idea. A coffee shop by the park where you can hear birds chirping and watch the sunset. I'd definitely be a regular.
If that's the case, I'll save a corner for Sophia where you can draw and hang your artwork on the walls.
That sounds like something out of a movie. But honestly, I've dreamed of a space like that too. A small place filled with peace.
Then maybe we can dream together. Who knows? One day that dream might come true.
But you know, opening a coffee shop isn't easy. There's capital, customers, permits.
Oh, just hearing that makes me tired. Maybe I'll just sell coffee from a cart, pushing it around the park.
The image of you in an apron shouting, "Who wants coffee? Fresh aromatic coffee," is hilarious.
At least you'd buy a cup from me, right?
Depends if you're throwing in free pastries that day.
You know, what I love most about this park isn't the scenery, it's conversations like this. They make life feel meaningful.
I feel the same. There are things I'd never say elsewhere, but sitting here by the lake, surrounded by nature, it's easier to open up.
Maybe because nature reminds us we're just a small part of something bigger, so there's no need to stress too much.
Listening to you makes me feel so much lighter. Honestly, I have a little dream too.
What's that?
I want to travel the world someday. Nothing fancy, just a backpack and comfy shoes. I want to experience new cultures and meet new people.
That's an amazing dream. Where would you go first?
Probably Italy. I want to sit at a small cafe in Rome, eating pizza and listening to street music.
For me, it'd be Japan. Watching cherry blossoms fall or walking through streets covered in autumn leaves.
Well then, maybe we could travel together, each chasing our own dreams, but on the same journey.
I'd love for that day to come.
Walking around this lake feels like I just did yoga for both my body and mind.
Like I said, walking with good company is like a workout for the soul.
Yeah, this might be the most relaxing afternoon I've had all week. No phone, no work, just the breeze, the lake, and someone to talk to.
Same for me. I think if everyone could make time for moments like this, the world would be a lot less stressed.
Exactly. People chase so many things and forget that happiness is right within reach.
You know, the funny thing is, you can't hold on to an afternoon forever, but you can hold on to the peace it brings.
That sounds like something I read in a philosophy book.
I came up with that one myself. Pretty good for a notebook quote, right?
You should start a new gig. Park quote guru. Everyone passing by would nod in agreement.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to David's Park Coffee, where timeless quotes are born.
Oh my gosh, that sounds like a comedy show.
Well, life needs some humor. Being serious all the time is exhausting.
David, thank you for today. I feel like I rediscovered a piece of my childhood and gained some hope for the future.
Thank you too. If you weren't here, I'd probably just walk alone, listen to music, and go home. But today was different. It meant so much more.
I hope we have another afternoon like this soon.
Definitely. I still owe you a promise. Walking together to make it a habit.
And a coffee shop by the park with my art corner, don't forget.
Right, I need to jot that down. Life Project open a coffee shop with a corner for Sophia's artwork.
Just hearing that warms my heart. All right, let's head back before we start complaining about being tired tomorrow.
Yeah, but I think we've recharged enough today to tackle tomorrow with full energy.
I feel that too. Turns out, a simple afternoon can change your whole week.
So let's make these afternoons a habit.
Deal.